Hello, this is Dr. Do again. This video is viewing history through reading. I'm going to continue to read to finish the book of Genesis. We're almost finishing up. His brothers then came and threw themselves down before him. "We are your slaves," they said. But Joseph said to them, "Do not be afraid. I am in the place of God. You intended to harm me, but God intended for good to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives. So then, do not be afraid. I will provide for you and your children." And he reassured them and spoke kindly to them. The death of Joseph. Joseph stayed in Egypt along with all his father's family. He lived 110 years and saw the third generation of Ephraim's children. Also the children of Machir, son of Manasseh, were placed at the birth on Joseph's knees. Then Joseph said to his brothers, "I am about to die, but God will surely come to your aid and take you up out of this land to the land he promised on oath to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob." And Joseph made the sons of Israel swear an oath and said, "God will surely come to your aid, and then you must carry my bones up from this place." So Joseph died at the age of 110, and after they embalmed him, he was placed in a coffin in Egypt. So this is the first book of Genesis. I think I finished this Genesis. I usually considering just read, but after this first book, I probably try to highlight some important, either from each important people, and then we see what I can come up with. So first of all, the Genesis saying start with God, creation of the days, the times, the rivers, the mountains, and the first person in this Genesis is the Adam and Eve. From Adam and Eve, what I see the weakness of human, the either man or woman, with the cannot resist the temptations, and also we see the real of the environment, the snake, the serpent, just in between the space between God and the people, or the time when God is not around, then this serpent just slithering in with those temptations, and then so the weakness of this Adam and Eve, I think it's flowing everybody's blood, just falling into the temptation, tasted the fruit, and then falling to the ground. And then after falling to ground, they battled the field to work in the harshness and also produce, and then came to his Adam and Eve's next generation, which are the Cain and Abel. So from this Cain and Abel, we also see the weakness of human, and also we see the history of human passing down was from Cain, the wandering Cain. He killed his brother, and God did not destroy him, but just make a mark on his face. So he was wandering around the land which was deserted, and because of his weakness, or along with human, we all have those weakness, but not just go to his weakness, probably went to the extreme and then causing this trouble. So this is about the Cain and Abel. From this Cain and Abel, later on, Adam and Eve have another children, passing down to another important person in the Bible, Noah. From Noah, I see the wisdom. I see the solitude. The wisdom comes from solitude. I think he was probably somehow from his grandfather Enoch, was kind of isolated a person, and passing down this territory to him, and and also from this Noah, I see the very not a lot about his personality or his what he has experienced, but only saying that he saw the image God gave him instead of the stone territory, but he made with wooden. So this is the start, the wood structure, wooden time instead of stone, the Tower of Babel, and after this, but Noah started with the ark built with the wood. So this is the starting of really the connection to the later on, the wood time, the carpenters instead of mason probably. And then came the flood. After this flood, and there was another important, very, very important people. It's the true ancestor of all the religions currently going through the Middle East, either the Muslim or the other religions, the Abraham. So from this Abraham, I see the humble, the trembling in front of God, and also under those trembling, I see the inner strength of audacious and brave, holding this promise to wandering away from the fatherland or from the motherland, just go to another completely foreign land to establish. And he did. So because of his faithfulness, and also because of his obedience and his the braveness covering under the trembling, the fear. So this is the Abraham, I think. Of course, this is after this Abraham, and talking about his son, talk about his wife. He had two sons. One was from Egyptian boy, was not mentioned that much, but then talk about Isaac. From Isaac, I see really passing down from Abraham, not talk too much, just easy to yield, like Isaac holding the wells, and then the local people said that's mine, so he gave in and keep moving and dig another one, and local people said it's mine also, so he gave up another one until the last one nobody claimed, so that was his, he did it. So this is I see the softness and the persistence at the same time under the faith. And then the Jacob, of course, is the real Israel name come from. Jacob was also very smart, talented, really start to show the talent actually to know how to run the business. I think that's probably the business started after he deal with Laban, flee from his brother, and learned, establish his own 12 tribes of Israel. And then came another very important people, Joseph. From Joseph, we also see the talent, the wisdom beyond the people. He became the second man of Jacob, of the Egypt, I mean, and the first son of Jacob by the woman he loved. So this is about the important people. I just list all of them, but there are a lot of details, a lot of legend written in details on this book, so you can read it. And this is my interpretation for finish this first book of Genesis, and I'm going to stop here, and thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.